WSAV News 3 at 11.
Good evening. I'm Tina Shaw. Russ has the evening off. Thank you for joining us. Driving down the road, the last thing you're probably thinking about is a tree falling on your car. Well, it turned into a horrifying reality for one driver in East Savannah last night. It happened around 10:30 in the 800 block of East 37th Street between Harmon and Paulsen. Well, the driver was not hurt, but the oak tree damaged his car and brought down several power lines, leaving many surrounding homes in the dark. It took utility crews all night to restore power, and a detour was set up in that area today. New at 11 tonight, News 3's Meredith is investigating what the city is doing to keep us safe and the trees healthy. She joins us now with more. Meredith?
That's right, Tina. Savannah is known for its lush canopies, but many of the trees that cause us to look up in awe are more than a century old. The city does a lot to keep up with the aging giants, but eventually Mother Nature and Father Time come calling. Tall and majestic, oak trees provide the perfect ambiance and mystery to Savannah. Jerry Fleming is the park and tree director for the city. It's his job to make sure they're healthy, all 66,000 of them.
Many of our mature trees that we have in Savannah were planted between 1895 and 1923. That puts them right in the 100-year mark, which would include this tree on 37th Street.
After decades, this tree finally reached the end late Thursday night. Fleming says it was the perfect storm.
The soil was quite saturated from a thunderstorm earlier this week, and the tree itself was saturated. The wood was saturated in it, and it was covered with leaves and moss, and it was holding a lot of water.
Dry trees are heavy. Wet trees are even heavier. This tree came down with such force it took out cars, a home, and power lines before it left its mark on the concrete street below. Fleming assures us it's not something that normally happens.
There's many other trees on 37th Street that were planted at the same time, and you know, we're not in fear that they're all going to come toppling over the next time we have a rainstorm. However, they are getting that age where we have to monitor them extra closely.
Over the years, the tree at 37th and Paulsen had some work done to the roots and limbs. Ultimately, Fleming says the root system was flawed. Like all of us, trees age by the day. The city does their best to maintain these beautiful giants, but they need our help.
We get so much benefit from our mature trees in Savannah that we like to keep our trees around as long as possible.
If you have a concern about a tree on your property or nearby, you can call 311 to schedule an appointment for a city arborist to come out and take a look. Remember, many of our city oaks are protected and they are very heavy, so it's best to leave tree removal to a professional. For News 3, I'm Meredith.